Hey everyone, Techni here with a headset review, and yes, the headset we're going to be reviewing today is the recently released Corsair HS60 Pro gaming headset. Now you are seeing the older HS60s out here. This headset kind of released under the radar. I actually missed it. One of you great viewers actually brought it to my attention. But anyways, kind of got released under the radar right here, so that's kind of why at the end, first we're going to review the HS60 Pro, and then at the end of the video, I will chime in with the H60 right here and these guys, and we'll kind of talk about some of the difference. Is it worth that upgrade? What are the differences with it? You know what I mean? But all right, let's go on and get into it. Let's get the older HS60 off here as I'm all tangled up. So let's get those out of the way, and let's go on and get into the HS60 Pro. All right, so kicking it off with the HS60 headset right here. In your box, you're gonna get your headset, you'll get your 3.5 cable, which is actually attached to the headset, a very nice braided cable, by the way. You're gonna get your USB adapter for your 7.1 and everything right there. Sync it up to use the Corsair software on the PC. You'll get your detachable microphone, and you're gonna get a windscreen. All right, so you all know where we need to start, right? Because no matter how great it sounds or how great of a deal it is, again, coming in at 39 bucks, if it's not comfortable, it's not worth it. You know what I really wanna do with that? That's like my little catchphrase with headset reviews, right? If it's not comfortable, it's not worth it. I want it like one of those motivational speeches where it sounds like there's a whole bunch of people in the background, you know? Because it's not comfortable, we're gonna take it off. I don't know, I just think that'd be cool. Probably corny, but I think it's cool. But all right, HS60 Pro comfort right here. Let me tell you what, straight out the box, I didn't like them, okay? They were a little bit tight. Just like with the HS50 that I reviewed previously, I said the clamping force was a little bit tight, right? When you put these guys on, same thing, they were a little bit tight. Now with the HS60, they did improve the ear cups. They are much more plush than the old ones. Very, very noticeably. Straight out the box when you take them out, it's like, wow, those look a lot different. And again, when you put them on, they are incredibly soft and plush on the head, but the clamping force was still there. So now what I did to alleviate that clamping force right there, now I don't recommend you doing this because again, I don't want you to end up breaking your product. But me, I couldn't deal with the clamping force, so I had to say, I have to find a way to even use these to test them. So what I did, I grabbed them up here on the headband, not down here by the ear cups, because you don't want to be pulling on these two joints right there. This one here where you got your swivel, and right here where you got your adjust. I grabbed it up on the headband, again, right here, and then I pulled it up in the middle and just stretched it out right like there. And you can kind of adjust it right to your liking. If you get it too big, bring it back down like this, and you're gonna bring it down. Again, my biggest point, don't pull it out like this. I mean, you can still bend it like that, you know what I mean? But you're gonna be going against those supports right there, those brackets. Make sure you grab by the headband and pull it out. And again, I stretched it out to my head liking. I had to bring it in just a pinch, bring it out here, and it is just absolutely amazing now. Now, quick disclaimer, if you break your headset in that adjust or that flex right there, it's not my fault. Now, as far as the headband right up here, plenty of padding up there. When you get closer to the side to the brackets, it's really just a covering and you feel some of that plastic, but up on the top, plenty of padding right there. Your head really never touches the side, but kind of think, if you got a really wide head and it kind of extends out to here and you're pressing up there, you're gonna feel that plastic, because as you can see, the headband is a little bit smaller right there, but still, again, you can get into that adjustment right there and it's gonna alleviate all of those issues. Now, the other thing you all know I really like in my headsets, and that's swivel. Now, this headset doesn't have much swivel, probably very hard to catch it in the camera. Actually, you can see it a little bit right there, and it seems like such a minor amount of swivel, but trust me, it is the perfect amount. It's really all you need. If you want it forward a little bit right there, and it stays. It's not like this really soft swivel, like when you put it on, bam, and it slides back into that position, you know what I mean? Wherever you put it, it truly stays, and it's a great fit. And there's also plenty of give within the ear cups right here. So as far as fit with your swivel, and then the travel right here with the ear cups, I mean, these things are gonna fit fantastic. Plenty of adjust. As you can see, we got them really small right now. Bam, pull them out, very nice. Clicks right there so they stay in your spot, and then get nice and big. I really think these will fit any head shape. And again, I keep repeating myself, you can adjust it right by the top there to fit you even better. So all in all, as far as comfort, where do I gotta put them right here? I love the improvements they did. The ear cups needed an improvement, and they did it, and they're much better. You know what I mean? But as far as comfort, I don't know if I can really give it a win because I had to modify it, you know what I mean? I couldn't wear them out of the box. The pressure or the clamping force, for me at least, was a little bit too tight. But again, when I went in there and adjusted them, quick little easy adjustment, they were perfect. But what if I would have broke them? What if you break them? You know what I mean? So I don't know if I can really say, hey, the comfort's a win, because I had to make them comfortable. but you are able to make them comfortable. I don't know, where do we put this? I'm really struck here, guys. All right, so now let's go and talk about build here. Now, again, your 3.5 right here is attached to the headset. You can't take that off, so that's kind of a bummer right there. If you rip it out or you tear up your cable, you're kind of out of luck, you know what I mean? But it is a very nice, thick, braided cable. As far as the headset itself, it's not heavy by any means, but it feels incredibly durable. You do have metal arms right here, but they're really thin. They're not very thick metal, which is a great thing. It doesn't feel cheap. You can't flex it by any means, but I like how you get that lightweight with it. Now, as far as the metal arm right there going from the ear cups, it goes into these two plastic brackets right here. And as I mentioned, with that little bit of swivel right there, I mean, you can't even see this in the camera, but there's a little notch right in there that's giving it that little bit of swivel. So if there's one thing that would worry me about this headset, is that one little lever in there, again, giving us that swivel. Again, constantly pull them out. How long will that last? I'm not too sure. It's, again, a small bracket in there, so it makes me a little bit worried. Now, one other point I want to make about the build on the HS60 Pro headset right here, and this is kind of hit or miss, because I talk about it with HyperX headsets being something that worries me. But then with this one, it's kind of like the opposite, because it's not there, if that makes any sense. And what I'm referring to is the arm right here. As you see, the metal arm goes down, bam, and then holds right into the ear cup right there. So it's pretty nice. It's going right in there. You really got to drop these pretty good to get down in there to break it, to make these arms flex and get in there and crack, right? As far as HyperX, we have that outer bracket. It's not within the ear cup, it's on the outside. So when you constantly set it down, over time, you're going to be putting some wear on that outer bracket right there, right? Now, these guys, they don't have it, so you're not going to be getting that wear. But the downside of this is when you're constantly setting it down, say you got, I don't know, a nice wood desk or something like that, right? These metal arms are going to steadily just gouge into your desk. So again, kind of take that how you will. That's your opinion right there, you know what I mean? You got the durability, but you better hope your furniture is as durable as the headset. Now, as far as the outside of the ear cups right here where you see the Corsair logo, this grate is metal. Very nice, solid metal. On the outside, it goes plastic right there. You can have this matte finish. That's something new they did. The other one was just a basic plastic. Now they have that matte finish there, and it does pick up some fingerprints. It's not horrible by any means. I really like the contrast because it goes very nice with the headband right there. But again, it does attract some fingerprints. And that's also going into our other accessories as well. Our detachable microphone right here, which is an updated microphone, feels very durable and very solid right here. USB dongle, this is the exact same as the old ones. Exact same spit and model number and everything as the old ones. But again, it feels incredibly durable right along with the headset. So as far as durability and comfort right here, I give them a pass. Again, that comfort, it feels so weird for me giving that comfort a pass since I had to adjust it right there, you know what I mean? But again, it's a simple adjustment. So that's why I give our first two categories, comfort and build, a pass. But let's get into the next key point, and that's going to be sound. Now, I tested the HS60 Pro on every single gaming platform from PlayStation 4, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, PC, mobile, listening to music, and I also tested it with the 3.5 and the USB dongle. And speaking about 3.5 and USB dongle, I want to start with the Xbox and the PlayStation 4. On PlayStation 4, the USB dongle does work, but then when you go over to Xbox, it does not work. But the whole point of the dongle right here is when you're on PC, you get activation to the IQ software. You can activate the surround sound, adjust your EQ and everything like that. But when you go to console, you lose all that. So it really makes it kind of pointless anyways. And the crazy thing on PlayStation, usually when we test USB headsets on PlayStation that sound fantastic, they give them that little bit of extra boost of sound, you know what I mean? But these guys don't. It's honestly lower in volume with the USB dongle than with the 3.5. Not a drastic amount by any means, but a noticeable amount. Now going over to the Xbox, connecting these guys up 3.5. Wow, they sounded awesome. I mean, very, very nice and crisp. The stage, you had some lows right down here, your mids and your highs. Nothing overtook anything. I'd say there's maybe a pinch heavy on the mids, nothing drastic or major by any means, but you could notice there's a little bit more mids than your highs right there, just kind of overtaking a little bit, kind of just, how can I explain it, like smoothing it out a little bit, you know what I mean? If that makes sense right there. It's nothing bad by any means, but just kind of take it that way, just a pinch extra mids. Now going on over to the Nintendo Switch, you can use a USB dongle or the 3.5. If you got it in handheld mode, bam, just plug it in the top. If you want to use the dongle, plug it into the side of your Switch right there, or you can even plug this into to the top of the switch, whichever you desire. You do notice a sound increase going with the USB. Nothing drastic again, but you do notice a little bit of a difference right there. But again, still plugging in 3.5 out there. It sounds fantastic on the Switch, and it is awesome. And that also goes with mobile as well. I tested it on my iPad right there, plugged it right in 3.5, listened to some music on it, and it sounded great. Again, that stage was right there. A little bit heavy on the mids. Again, just that very tiny pinch, not even a drastic amount, but I'd say enough to let you know about it, you know what I mean? But it sounded very great. So now where the HS60 Pro really shines in sound right here. Let me take these things off because I'm sure I'm yelling. They really close in the sound, by the way, with these fully pleather wrapped ear cups on the inside and outside, so I've probably been yelling the last bit of this video. But anyways, where this headset really shines is PC. And why I say that, again, going back to the USB dongle right here, which is for that 7.1 and all that, which the 7.1, no, like I always state, it's not true 7.1. It honestly sounds ridiculous. I couldn't stand using a 7.1 on this guy, right? It just really increased those highs to a drastic amount, you know, kind of drop those lows really low and then kind of put some mids in there. It sounds like a joke along with every other 7.1 headset. But get into that IQ software when you're connected USB dongle right here, adjust your EQ and everything, tune it into your preferred sound with your highs and lows, kind of bring out those, balance those mids out a little bit right there, and you're really gonna dial this headset into a very, very nice sound. Been playing a lot of Fortnite, a lot of Call of Duty still, Modern Warfare, 2 games I'm absolutely hooked into right now, and the sound was just so crisp. Footsteps were there. The reloading of the weapons was just awesome. I mean, you hear every little detail really, really nice and crisp right there. The shots and their grenades were right there. The distance, the environment was very vibrant and crispy. It was a pretty nice stage. Again, on PC when you got to get in there and start adjusting and tweaking some of that EQ right there. So as far as sound, I got to put it right here. Primary PC headset, great for Xbox and Switch. I'd say pass if you're only on PlayStation. That's a pass right there, you know what I mean? But if you just dabble with a little bit of PlayStation on the side, you mainly use Xbox, Switch, or PC, then I think you're going to be just fine. Because again, it's not deal breaking on PlayStation 4. It's just not as good as we would prefer. If you're primarily on PC or Xbox, I think you got a complete win right there. Again, where this headset truly comes to life is PC, and the sound is fantastic. All right, so now for the next test right here, we're gonna go ahead and test the microphone. As I stated earlier, the microphone is detachable. You just have this little notch right on the back of the headset. Nice little rubber cover right there, so if you never use a mic, like myself, you can cover it up. You don't have this exposed hole. But bam, it just lines up right in with the lines right there. Very nice and bendable. And then you also get the included windscreen right here. Really cool touch. Let's go on and get this mic test. Alright, so we are now using the mic on the Corsair HS60 Pro. Just for a reference right here, I have the mic about 1.5 inches from my mouth, and I do have the windscreen on, by the way. But anyways, we're in the IQ software right here. Let's go on and click our device. Software is pretty basic, nothing really fancy to it by any means. Over here, this is where you're going to activate your 7.1. There's no way to activate it on the headset. Again, it's within the software here. Just click this.
Surround on.
I don't know if you guys could hear that right there, but you get the voice prompt that says surround on.
Surround off.
And then surround off right there. Come over here to, where are we? Home. Let's click our device again. EQ presets. And these are some presets that they already have on there. When you get them, they're actually set in there. But again, there's no way to change them on the headset. You have to get into the software here to adjust them and everything. And what I do is I just pretty much keep my single one active that I create right here. But it's nice. You can get in here and really adjust it to your preferred sound setting, which is fantastic. And then again up here, you can just create different profiles if you desire. Now, the only other option on this software here is you go into settings and you can enable voice prompts or turn them off, which again is just where it tells you which preset you're on or if you got 7.1 active. All right, so what did you think about that mic test right there? Me personally, I love it. All right, so the HS60 Pro right here. All in all, I really like them. At that current sale price of $39, you're not going to really find too much out there that's going to compete with this guy, you know. Get up into the regular MSRP, which I believe is $70. You open up a big window, and then we're all going to have a different conversation, you know what I mean? Not saying these are bad by any means, but again, you got a whole lot more to choose from. But right now at $39, what a stinking steal. All right, so now what I'd like to do is just cover up a really quick rundown of what's different between the upgraded HS60 Pro and the old HS60. Just a few key points here real quick. Now, a couple of quick differences straight out the box from the old HS60 to the new HS60 Pro. Old HS60 has a rubber 3.5 cable, and then the new HS60 Pro has a braided 3.5 cable. They both feel very durable and everything, but I do like the feel of the new HS60 Pro braided one. As stated earlier, the HS60 Pro does come with the included windscreen when the old HS60 does not. The mics are also a little bit different on each headset. On the HS60 Pro over here, you have a bigger opening as far as your microphone right there. On an old HS60, you just have 2 slits right there. And as far as build, they feel a pinch different. Nothing really massive by any means, but on the old HS60, the adjustable bit right here feels like a metal right there. So you're gonna get a little bit of noise coming through that metal into those wires. On the HS60 Pro here, you have this nice little, I'd say, rubber coating on the outside right there, which again is just gonna reduce some of that noise whenever you're touching the microphone. And also on the frame of the ear cups, like we talked about right over here, as you can see on the old HS60, it's just pretty much like that basic plastic. Get over here to the HS60 Pro, and you have that matte plastic right there. Is that a big difference? Probably not. Again, the HS60 Pro picks up fingerprints when this one doesn't, but again, I think the HS60 Pro with that matte finish looks better. Now, the number one biggest difference between both headsets, as I stated in the beginning of the video, is the ear cups. It is a drastic improvement. Really is. It may not look like that big on camera, but trust me, it is a huge difference, especially when you put it on your head. It really fits so much better than the old HS60. Even when you adjust it, which I had to adjust the old ones as well, but still, they just didn't feel very plush on your head, when the new HS60 Pros feel pretty good once you get that adjustment in there. Now, the key point here as far as sound, both of them are using 50mm drivers with a frequency range of 20 to 20,000. And honestly, when you plug them all into every device we talked about, PC and all that stuff, using the same EQ settings, they pretty much sounded the exact same. So that's really it right there. Those are the differences. And it's really nothing world-changing or drastic, you know, but it is enough for me to say, yes, buy the HS60 Pros instead of the old HS60s. Heck, right now, I believe the Pros are even cheaper than the old ones. So it's just a no-brainer. So hey, let me know down in the comments what you think about the new upgraded HS60 Pro right here. You think it's worth the upgrade, or it's just kind of like, why? You know what I mean? Again, at this price point right now, you cannot go wrong. And don't forget to follow on Twitter at TheTechnie1 to catch some more of these great finds and these great deals throughout the holiday season. And again, even after the holiday season, I always keep watching and keeping an eye out for these great deals. So make sure you follow on there to keep up with them. But hey, thank you so much for stopping by and watching my review on the newly released Corsair HS60 Pro headset right here. If you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for some future tech videos. Hey, I hope I catch you in the next one. Bye now.